Alrighty, so we're leaving Beerwah Heights Manor. Things should be pretty smooth because we're using the new gimbal. Damaged lock in the door, note that, Crims. Can't break in here today.
And sir,
oh, look at that screen door.
that's
Tight security.
Nice screen door.
So what we're doing today is we're going to go up Pine Camp Road and we're going to go along Old Gympie Road, which is the back way to Landsborough. So we're going for a drive. So if you look at the playlists, this will come up on Drive Cam playlist, if you're a playlist man. And also we're going up there to have a look at the trains at the Landsborough train station. So it's under playlists, this will be on the trains channel as well. And if something else happens, we might even get it on more playlists. But should I turn that air conditioning down? Because that's probably going to go whoosh on the video as well, won't it?
Yeah.
Lefties. So this is, we're off leaving Usher Boulevard and we're going to Pine Camp Road. And this is nice coming along here. You'll see soon there's beautiful chicken farms and everything. This swings around though. It's hard to, you know what I mean? If you hit a bump, it swings.
There might be a lock button. What does that do? Did that do anything?
No. I hope it didn't stop it recording or anything.
No, it's still on.
So we're learning all this new technology. See, we decided that we wanted to have nice, clear, not jumpy footage for the car video. However, we can't, while ever the gimbal's plugged in, or at least this particular model of gimbal, we can't have, we're using the phone's cameras for audio. We don't have a mic plugged in. So with this particular drive, we had to choose, are we going to have a really shaky, not a really shaky camera, bit of shake on the camera and good audio, or you know, or have good audio with the mic plugged in and a shaky camera. Oh, see, it swings. Oh, that's the chicken farm. That's good. It swung that way, I suppose. I'm not sure what that mountain's called. It could be Mount Mellom. But, you know, don't take my word for it, people. Look it up in your atlas. I don't want to send you astray. I think the camera is sort of sitting on a bit of an angle as well. But is that going to get corrected by the gimbal too?
No, it won't.
Okay. See, we're still going to stuff up. No, I have to. Well, okay.
We may as well fix it.
Okay. You're going to just leave it running while you fix it, may as well.
I guess so. And if we can work out too how to stop it from turning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There is a
tilt. We're going to turn that radio off.
Yeah.
Or we'll get copyright breaches if it's listening.
There are buttons. Is that the one that locks it? Yes. So it's now locked. It'll now only film forward. It's this.
So if I want to film sideways, I have to turn the whole thing, which is good.
No, it won't turn at all.
Oh.
So it's on locked mode. So see L for locked, and if you go up to PF, whatever that means, now it will turn.
Okay. Well, when it's turning, maybe. I don't know. Okay.
Now, as far as it being straight, I don't know why it's doing that, but I think it'll be okay. So yeah, now it's locked. Now you.
Okay.
And we can always edit that.
Edit what, man?
I gotta have the window down or something though. It's hard to breathe.
Yeah, no, I just had mine up so it doesn't go.
Yeah, but
well, we can have the air conditioner on, but just not full blast.
You can't die in the car. So right now, hey.
I'm not sure, when we're filming, has the air conditioning ever affected it before? Can't remember.
Not really.
We're trying new things, people. See, it's doing that thing. It's filming sideways. I must have unlocked it.
No, you didn't. Oh my lord. Oh, you know why?
What is happening?
I think it's because of the satellite. We've probably lost connection.
Is it filming?
Yeah, it's filming.
Yeah, but this is a debacle. Like,
So-
what do you mean satellite?
Well, it's the gimbal and the GPS.
Doing what? Oh, it's actually a disaster. Hold on. If I just lift these, will it just pop out now? Look at that.
Yeah.
It's going nuts.
You got a
Poltergeist. Okay, so we've now taken it off the gimbal. The gimbal's going crazy. Okay, we're still on Gympie Road. I think we lost a lot of the drive because of the gimbal turned off or something. It's probably good because we're all using potty mouth. Might have to edit that out now because we're frustrated. Trying new stuff. Probably open the window. Whatever. You know what I mean? Let's have poor audio. Let's have bad visuals. Who gives? It's a new driveway we just drove past that you guys didn't see. Yep, so that's what it looks like along here on Old Gympie Road. Headed from Beerwah to Landsborough, which is north. And it's a short drive, it's not far. I like this little dip. Whee!
You go over it fast, you'll drop your guts.
I used to love that feeling, you know, the pirate ship.
Yeah.
You go up and down, it puts a tingle through your whole body. And so if there are certain roads you can get on where you can sort of achieve that, if there's enough of a decline and incline at the other side. That one was a bit small, but
It's the G's.
there was another thing that was about G's as well. Do you remember the Gravitron? It used to spin around really fast and the G's would suck you against the wall and you couldn't move.
Yeah.
That used to actually make me feel really sick. I hated that ride.
Yeah, they got one at Dreamworld, and I remember as a kid watching the ones before us get off, and this kid walked down and he had a big patch where he'd weed himself.
Yeah. People used to barf on themselves as well as wee on themselves. Just vomit everywhere. Or get off and vomit. Didn't you used to get really dizzy too because you go really fast around the one way?
Yeah.
Then you get off and you'd be dizzy, right?
Yeah.
What a stupid ride. But I love the pirate ship. I used to love the octopus or whatever. Or the hurricane, that's it. The hurricane's the one that comes up and goes, you know, it does that big noise.
Yeah.
But it comes up and you love getting sort of thrown up and down.
Yep. Did you ever do the Tower of Terror?
No. Well, I can't remember if I did or not. I maybe did. I've been to Dreamworld, Movie World, all the worlds, so probably. Well, I've got a funny feeling that was a new one after I haven't been there. It was because that's fairly new.
Yeah. In the grand scheme, definitely. It launches you out and you just go straight up and then come straight back. And then you go so high.
Righty then.
I may as well go left, right?
No, right. Left is taking us up to Mullaney's. Then we're going to Landsborough.
Sorry, what I meant was
Right.
no, that way.
Oh, right.
So that we don't have to, I mean, this way, this street is what I meant left. Because then we'll be on the right side of the road, hey? Or does it? Is it
I don't really know. No, I don't know.
It might still only be one way, actually.
Last time I came through here, this house was being built. It's now finished. The guys just built a big shed too, by the looks. Oh, more units have gone in.
Yeah.
knocking down houses. So where one guy used to live, now there's going to be 12 people living.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful. One block, 12 riffraff.
And their dogs and their cats. Their grandmas.
And that's the train station. Woot woo! But we've got to go to the drink machine first to the laundromat.
Yeah, why did I?
Oh, what's that over there? What is that thing?
That's like an old steam train or something. Don't know what that's about. Yeah, I mean, you knew this already, but I'm an idiot. I don't know why I came this way.
Doesn't matter. So they've refurbed all this. You can see it's all fresh road.
Yeah.
And they've put more car parks. See, we're better. This used to be, you know, that sort of car parking where you was it reverse parks and all that, but now.
Yeah. Because so many people can't reverse park.
Indeed, sir. So now we're going to go get a cold drink.
Cool.
You can film if you want to, because you're probably sturdier than me. Aren't you better at filming?
Oh,
Realistically.
I think we're both pretty good, but you're the star of the show. Let's get you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, mean. How much is it again? 120. All right. Just had to get some coinage. Notice though, Rich, they've actually taken away these car parks. There's lost the car park there where the garden bed's gone in. That used to be a car park. And also down the end they've taken away car parks. So I'm not sure what that's about.
So I wonder if they've ended up with more car parks or not.
Yeah.
Or whether they've just made it look better.
Yeah.
Okay. So this machine's really cold. So what I like to do is come here and get a water and a softie.
Not to mention 120, that's hard to beat.
Yeah. So this is actually something I do fairly regularly, whether I'm with Sam or by myself. I just come for a little drive. Sometimes it does take its time though. Why don't I try the Pepsi Max then? There it is.
Do you want me to see if there's water inside?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Sometimes the water does, it actually takes a while to come out.
Yeah. Plus, you've had it. It pierces it somehow sometimes.
Yeah, it does that too. But when you get a good one, it's nice and curvy. Ah, you bugger.
Do a push and hold.
I did.
Damn you,
What do you
drinks
want?
machine. Cokey.
Might as well get yours.
Thank you very much.
It looks like water ain't happening. Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
You just gave me 220.
That's all right. Hold on to it for a rainy day.
All right. Because I haven't got the change to fix it. So you want to walk over and look at the train?
Yeah.
Apparently, one of the main reasons we've come today is Sam and I both like trains. But my dad said that every time he's come here lately and had to stop at the train bridge or whatever, he said every train that's come past has been brand spanking new. So that is pretty exciting to me. I don't know about you, Sammy.
It is, yeah. Let's I reckon we do grab though one of either the microphone or the gimbal.
That's true, because we might find a station worker or something that might know more about the new trains or
So you reckon microphone?
microphone, that gimbal.
Yeah. That was crazy, man.
Yeah, and also like sound is more important over here.
Yeah.
If we do an interview than steadiness.
All right, well, I've got to just pause this video for a sec.
Yeah, because we can't do both. Before he pauses it, we can't do both. You've got to choose the gimbal or sound. So we're going to have to get a new gimbal that lets you do both.
That's right, and ready through the magic of editing.
Are we back on? Through the magic of editing. Now we're back, only this time we're mic'd, so the sound quality is no doubt much better. And as I not face you, you can still hear me really well. Is that correct, Sam?
That is correct.
Oh, that's good, because normally if you face away and you film from behind like you are, the camera doesn't pick you up anymore. You got to face the camera mic.
Yeah.
So this gives you more freedom because you can film me walking around without having to always do. I don't know. Anyway, we're good. It's really hot here today, but it is a really hot, dry one. Thank goodness. The humidity is hell. So this is good. I don't mind the heat without the humidity.
This is a lot like an Alice Springs day, I would imagine.
Oh, Alice Springs is no.
Hotter?
Alice Springs is like only 12% humidity or something.
Oh.
There's low humidity here. This is still be 50.
Yeah.
So Alice Springs feels phenomenal.
I see.
Yeah, when I went to Alice Springs, I think I told you the story before, maybe even on camera, but you can go walking at 40 degrees and you just feel good and you don't sweat because it evaporates too quick. So you are sweating like crazy, but it evaporates.
Yeah.
And after about 5 minutes, you've got that runner's pump. So I was wondering in Alice Springs why everybody rides bikes everywhere and walks everywhere, aside from the fact that the place is small. It's just you get such a pump, it feels so good to walk around and you're not wet.
Yeah.
So that's why everyone rides everywhere there, because you human beings run towards pleasure away from pain, and so it's pleasurable to ride there. So everybody's into it. So we're going to just sit on the platform, and hopefully see a new train. So this is Landsborough train station, and it's a fairly busy train station, this one. Because a lot of people from the Sunshine Coast catch buses and they leave their cars here, or they drive here or catch the bus here, and they catch the train to work to Brisbane. And yeah, you'd be shocked how busy it is and how many people on the coast do that. So imagine if you lived at Mooloolaba and you got to get I think early in the morning, I think the bus does come from Mooloolaba and Sunshine Plaza at Maroochydore and those sort of places. Or through the Sunshine Plaza to Mooloolaba and then come out here to Landsborough. But at other times, I think you've got to get the bus from Mooloolaba down through Kawana and all that, through Caloundra and out here, depending on the time of day. But yeah, the ones in the morning, I think there's direct buses from both Caloundra and Mooloolaba to here. And so people from Caloundra and Mooloolaba and Maroochydore and whatever, I just give myself a nice back crack. That was beautiful. It's like, so yeah, they catch the bus and then they catch the train to Brisbane. Now, I'm not sure about peak time, but I think to get the train from here to Brisbane, it could be 2.5 hours. But during peak time, it's released. But still, it's a long trip to do every day if you live in Brisbane.
Yeah.
But many people make the commute because they want to live on the coast here.
Exactly.
And there's heaps of them that make the commute from Maleny down here and then catch the train too. So there's a lot of people here living in the hinterland. There's a lot of Beerwah residents that work in Brisbane. A lot of Landsborough residents, a lot of Nambour people, catch the train from Nambour to Brisbane every day. And, geez, you'd want to love train rides. Now, I really love trains. I really love train rides. But that 2.5 trip to Brisbane, I find that pretty heavy and grueling. But, like these days, people do have laptops and can do a lot of work on the train, or they can watch a movie and all that. Yeah, so, like I say, I love trains, but only at specific times or whatever. I'd really hate to be chained to the train, having to catch it a couple of hours each way every day to work. That'd be hell. But other people love it, so God bless them, and good luck to them. They're happy about it. Try and open this tin one-handed. It's kind of cool doing this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm wondering if public holiday is going to change train schedule.
Today?
Might be one running every hour rather than...
Yeah, right. Either way, I I actually like waiting. I don't like a long train ride, but I do like sitting at the train station. I think it's because for a while there. I lived in Brisbane, and I was living right down in Lota, which is near Wynnum, Manly. And I was catching the train from Lota to the city to work every day and back. And when you sit at train stops or bus stops, you often get a time to yourself where you know you have to wait, and there's no point being upset about it. So you can daydream and just sort of doze off or whatever. So it can be actually, for me now, bus stops and train stations, like right now, I'm feeling really, really relaxed.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and maybe it's because when you get on the train, there's other people, and at the train station, like right now, there's nobody here, so we're getting some time out from the world. It's kind of nice. Like, it's kind of a nice, secure place in a sense too, because it's all on camera, and there's police around, and I guess if somebody comes and hits you or something at the train station, they're probably going to get in a fair bit of trouble because, if you're just if you're just wanting to be in a transitional place where you're waiting for a train to go from A to B or whatever, and somebody comes and interferes with that, the police don't look at that very kindly, that they've done that to you, So it's a pretty safe place and whatever.
I would argue it's one of the safest places to be. Like you said, you always see guards going up and down the carriages, and I think there's a camera right there.
Yeah, that's a camera. Actually, it's funny. People get really, really nervous at airports, yet an airport's probably the safest place you could be. Amount of security and everything, and everyone's on their best behaviour at the airport, aren't they? So yeah, it's funny how people get really, really nervous, but if you think about it, it's like, yeah.
Unless your name's Chappelle, there's no reason to be nervous at an airport.
Look, I personally believe she was guilty, right? But it was such a shock to her that she actually, I believe them when they say she became catatonic in that cell, and that Mercedes was going there every day and forcing water and sugar down her throat and all that to keep her alive. I really do believe that. And I believe that she had serious struggles with mental illness in that prison. I believe that she would have had schizophrenia, and she was detaching from reality and all the things that they've said. I do, but I believe that they are a drug dealing family. I mean, I have no evidence of that, so I don't know. I'm saying something. Okay, yeah. Well, I believe that they were doing it, and I believe that they did it for years, and whatever. It comes from you get to a point where you've endured so much stress for so long that you just can't function anymore.
Yep.
And you just check out. Like it's sort of like you want to float away. Yeah. One of the things I like about the train station as well, and over in Sweden it was like it too. I like staring at the train going off in the distance and just imagining all the people and places that they're going and what they've been doing. And with Sweden, it's well, it'd be the same here, but in Sweden, they do a lot of overseas. Well, what do you call it? Is it overseas? No. They do a lot of flying and a lot of travelling, right? Because like they love to go to Thailand, Swedish people. They love to go to Germany. They love to go to Norway. They love to go to England and all that. But what you got to remember, from Sweden to those places isn't really all that far. Whereas from here, if I was to go to, say, I'm going to go to, I don't know, Thailand today, it'd be a couple of days' flight or whatever. But everything's close for them, so they're flying all the time to places. I'm going to Spain, middle of winter, I'm going to Spain. I'm going to do this. And so, when I lived in Stockholm for 3 months, and we were catching the train around, my brother and I, who was living there too. And all the neighbours, we knew all the neighbours from the apartment block and everything, and from the neighbourhood, because we were the only Australians in the area. And Sweden's only, look, it's a small place. Like even Stockholm's only 1 million or 1.5 million, whatever it was. It's small. So we were really famous. As any Australian over there's famous. We were famous. There's those Aussie brothers that play rugby, and then there was a couple of other Aussie. Well, most Aussies go over there and end up playing rugby actually, for some reason. And anyway, so we were really well known. So people would be telling us what they're doing. They'd always turn up with their suitcases, and they were constantly just going overseas. All the time. all the time. So it was actually true. They were getting on the train with their bag and who knows where they were going. And that's what's kind of cool about this, is you can get on this train, catch it to Central, get from Central to the international airport and go to anywhere in the world, you know. And I think from these train stations here, you can go anywhere in Australia. I'm fairly sure. I don't think it ends at Nambour here. I think maybe the local train does. Hang on, no, wouldn't it? If you're at Nambour, can't you go to Pomona and all those places on the train as well?
Pomona does have a train station, but it runs very infrequently. I'm talking like twice a week infrequently.
Right.
So whenever I used to go visit my dad in Pomona, he'd pick me up at Nambour. So he'd drive from Pomona to Nambour, grab me, and then we'd go back.
Yeah, right. Far out, I've been forgetting to mic you up when you're speaking until then.
That's okay. That's right.
Yeah, but is the phone picking it up, or are you just going to be off? This might not pick you up.
That's okay. We'll work
They,
it out.
they might not have heard a thing you've said.
It's a test run.
Oh, crikey. You know, somehow we just seem to screw them all up. I mean, we're trying our best, folks. You can see we've got the good gear. We're getting the gimbals. We're trying all this stuff, but we're still amateur hour. And you're going to have to bear with us, because I know sometimes with channels, there are some channels that are exceptions to the rule. I guess people will watch it for years and years and years with the content, just going, oh, we don't care that it's poor quality sound or audio, you know, or vision or whatever, because we like what this stands for. But I think there are other channels that, unless you do clean up the audio and the footage, people might like what you're doing, but they're just going to say, I just can't handle a crap audio and all that. So with that in mind, we're trying to improve the audio and all that, and get used to doing it so it's all just habit, so that we can produce like good lighting, good audio, good picture, not shaking, so you feel sick watching it. You know, going up and down, you go, oh, I feel seasick watching this and all that. But we're wanting to do lots of stuff. Like, we're wanting to go on train rides. We're wanting to interview people. We're wanting to go in the water, in the pool, swimming laps with mics. We're wanting to go to the beach with mics. Waterproof cameras. We're wanting to fish, swim, spearfish, body surf. I want to get a skateboard and do Wesma-style skate videos, even though I won't be able to do the level of skating that he can do. But then we've got the driving videos, like we drove here and we filmed that, and that'll be shaky now that the gimbal didn't work. But we thought the gimbal would work, and that you'd have we'd have upgraded from our other shaky driving videos to this one. And then we really don't know what to do with our Pump Seekers series either, because we've been told by Mystery Man no more filming, because he needs us to be working out. So we're trying to work out how to juice up cameras all over the wall and mic it all up and all that. And it's a pretty big exercise. So yesterday when he wasn't there, we just did that one, didn't we, where we did a workout, and we just filmed each other again. Oh, a little bit of it was with the on yesterday's was with the camera on the squat rack. I'm not sure what I think of that footage poking down like that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's those racks that come out the side. We can try it on, you know, the safety to the side.
Yeah, right.
So we've got options.
Okay, yeah. And I liked our footage of the bike riding, because we want to do all this bike riding footage now as well. But it was there was definitely anti-shake in this camera. You can see it like a GoPro has, but it's saying that it wasn't to the level of GoPro, because there was still some shake. I liked how your phone picked up both of us talking, even though the audio wasn't great. It was still, you could hear us both.
Yeah, I like that too. Clearly it's going to work in that regard. If we can just find a way to stabilize it, I think we'll be laughing.
Yeah. Stabilize the film, stabilize the sound, if that's the right word, and get it all happening. I hope a train does come so we can see one of these new trains. I really do, because I'm fascinated by it. So, yeah, but that's what we've done on the channel. We've done all these new playlists, and we've divided it up, all the videos that I've done in the past, so you can see that we've got like a wide array of interests and hobbies and whatever, and we want to film and capture them all, but we want to get it so that we want to end up doing it so that we're doing it high quality with everything as well. So this isn't the channel. We're not a weightlifting channel, like other channels are usually just a weightlifting channel, say. We're not a train channel. We're not a rugby league channel, by themselves, that is. We're not just a skating channel. We're all of the above, because I do all of it. And I've broken it down. Like, we were even going to be doing golf with my mum, hopefully she'll take us out to the golf course a bit and things. Like myself and Sam seems to concur. We have a real zest for life, and we want to do videos. We're not just doing it for the sake of videos. We want to be doing different activities all the time for variation and fun. So I definitely want to be doing some skating videos. Now I know that Wesma uses a GoPro.
I agree.
Yeah, but what the thing is with Wesma though, him and all his mates are mic'd up. So he might film it with, it seems like a phone or maybe another type of camera, but somehow or another him and let's say he's skating with 3 friends, they're all mic'd. So when they're on their skateboards and yelling to each other and that, it isn't like they're mic'd. So it's clear and you can't hear other noise and whatever, because they look fairly like wild and thrown together, those videos, but they're not. They're filmed well. The audio is good, and so it doesn't surprise me. And they're actually phenomenal skaters and scooter riders as well. They're not a joke. Those guys are doing backflips and all that. And you know, some of the speed that they get going down hills and everything, and then they can just stop by turning the scooter sideways, and it makes it skid or something. And you know, they're nuts, those guys. But the production is excellent, really, for what they're doing. And so it really doesn't surprise me that him and his brother Luke have so many subscribers, and even some of his friends. I think one of them's name's Jack Duluth, and I don't know the other one's name, but his 2 closest friends, I think both their channels are blown up too. And it really doesn't surprise me because the audio is excellent, the picture's excellent, the action's excellent. They're sort of creative too. They always, even though it's just a skating video, they seem to have something else going on each video as well, you know. So they're quite clever guys, and they're not dummies, you know. So yeah, I'm very inspired by them. I want to get a scooter, even though I'm a big fella, and ride at skate parks and everything. But one of the things I'm thinking of though is those guys, they can film kids. At the skate park, there's 4-year-olds, there's 12-year-olds, there's 16-year-olds. They're filming them all, and I'm trying to work out how they're getting around all that, because I would have thought if I turned up at the skate park, started filming, and captured someone's 4-year-old kid doing a flip on a skateboard or something on there, the parents aren't going to like me doing it. And here in Queensland, we've got very serious laws about filming children and all that stuff. Like, you're not allowed to take your camera and take photos and film at the beach anymore all that much, like, or especially around, let's say, Mooloolaba, if you're near the playgrounds and all of that. Yeah, we need to get out of this sun. I'm getting burnt. But if we do, the problem is we've got a lot of people now that have turned up at the train station, so we're not going to be
That means that
there's a train coming soon. Anyway, oh no, we can leave it there and not wait for the train because of the sun. Like that's the reality of Queensland. You have to sometimes forego things, because otherwise you're going to be at home tonight peeling and sunburning and blistering. And
we could go down to Beerwah station. Make it a round trip.
That's in the shade. Okay, yeah, well, all right.
Cool.
Still filming?
Yeah. I'll film us back to the car, you reckon?
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun.
It was.
I've actually been enjoying being here.
Yeah, change of pace, change of scenery.
Yeah, well, that's the hard part, Sam. Every time you're speaking, they're not hearing a word you're saying. So that's going to be a problem.
That's okay.
We need to work out how to mic up the both of us, because they're not hearing your responses. And because I think with these microphones, with me talking, you'll hear me and you'll just be dead air completely, won't you? They won't even pick you up at all. It's not like with the phone where it seems to have a bit of a surround thing where it'll pick us up both, even if one's a bit lighter volume. I think this will pick me up and we won't hear.
We'll just have to remember when we're using that one, that it's not...
See, right now no one can hear you.
When we're using this microphone, I'll just have to remember that it's more of a documentary sort of thing.
A monologue.
Yeah.
A monologue rather than a back and forth.
Yeah, and that's fine. That'll work for us. It's just we've got to remember to do it.
Yeah. Like I say, though, somehow Wesma, they're all mic'd and they're all going to the one camera. So we're going to have to work out how to do it too, if we want to have dialogue. Yeah, the heat's getting to me now. You can see I'm even struggling just walking, whereas on the way here I was all right. Could be the caffeine in the Pepsi Maxes. Got the heart doing something as well. Which button?
All right.
So we're going to just keep filming in the car back to Beerwah too?
Well,
Yeah,
good idea.
all right.
To be able to...
They can't hear you.
This is for you. Are you going to be able to hold the camera and the microphone?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll be interested to see exactly what the range is on that.
Yeah.
Do you want your window down?
Yep. Anyway, it's kind of different because this video, it's going to be pretty much unedited and all that really. And you just sort of, they're getting an idea of what it feels like to just hang out here on a lazy holiday.
Yeah.
You know, because we're not at a barbecue with family and friends today. So just come over and visited, and we're just doing YouTube videos. And you got the right of way here, but you can see this guy wants to be a bit niggly, but we've got it.
Look at these doors. Tesla. See it going up?
Oh, I didn't film it because of the little girl. Sorry.
Oh, true.
But there was a Tesla, and the Tesla doors were opening up like a DeLorean's. Not sideways. It was up like a hatch. But so this is I'm not sure what this is called. This could be just called Landsborough Road, Beerwah Landsborough Road. I'm not really sure, but this is the front way, so to speak. You got the back way, which is Old Gympie Road. That's what we refer to as the back road. You got this one, and then over the train lines, you can get to Beerwah via Steve Irwin Way as well. But this is sort of like the direct route from Landsborough to Beerwah, and we're headed down to the Beerwah train station. It'll just give us an opportunity to show you another train station, but it'll also hopefully mean that we can sit in the shade and wait to see this train. We're waiting in hope that it'll be a new train, but we don't know what train it's going to be, really. We'll be disappointed if it's a real old one. No. But it's kind of funny. We're almost covering it like a news story. I remember when something really big happens, they just talk all day and have the cameras going, we're waiting for it. Like I remember years ago, this guy got buried under a building in a landslide in Thredbo, and he was there for 3 days underground, and so they were there going across, I think 1 or 2 of the days, one of the channels actually just went to Thredbo all day, and they were just doing everything like a live crossover all day. So it was them just like with the camera sort of pointed at nothing, just talking like we are now, sort of just talking about nothing, you know, because we're just waiting time for this event, which is the train, you know. But, you know, at the moment, this isn't as boring as that because you're seeing the drive, the vision's a bit different, but you can see I'm just talking and not talking for the sake of killing time, but just talking because that's what you do on a video. In it, Samich?
It is, and plus, it's interesting. You know, you've got a lot of cool philosophies, and your stories are always really interesting. So,
yeah, true that. So to the left of us, that's where the train line is through those bushes. You might be able to see the wires or some evidence of that, but we're driving along the train line here, and I just absolutely love it that you know, here on the Sunshine Coast, in the Sunshine Coast hinterland, like you've got, goes from Nambour, what does it do? Nambour, Palmwoods, Woombai, is that the order?
yeah.
Nambour, Palmwoods, Woombai, Udlo, Malula, then it goes Landsborough, Beerwah, Beerwah. After Beerwah, is it Caboolture next?
That sounds about right. Although
Or is there another one? Beerwah and then another one somewhere. Alimba.
Yeah.
There's Alimba.
Yep.
And then Caboolture.
Yep.
And then there's a lot of trains from, next one after Caboolture is Morayfield. But maybe Burpengary after that. Look, I don't know. It goes all the way to Brisbane. There's lots and lots of stops.
Yeah, and there's lots of train lines that go out of Caboolture. Lots of train lines that go out of Caboolture, so...
Yeah, right. Okay, so... But here on the coast, it's... Let's say the coast ends at Beerwah.
Yep.
Yeah. There's nice because all the towns along here are built along the train. All the hinterland towns. I mean, there's other ones that don't have train, like up in the hills, Mullaney, Mapleton and all that. They don't have a train. But all the country towns between Nambour and here that aren't up on the mountain, they do have the train. Okay, so we're coming into Beerwah now. That's Pine Camp Road. That's this end of Pine Camp Road. We drove out the other end to go up to Landsborough, but we're coming back. So what we've got to do is we've got to drive through here and then go around the back. Otherwise, we'll have to climb over that bridge. Yeah, so here in Beerwah, they park their cars here and then on the other side of the bridge to go to Brisbane for their work day. Changing hands, getting a bit of a dead arm. It's funny these things are light, but after a while, they aren't anymore. So this is Simpson Street and there's shops here. There's an Audi. 1, 2, 3. Sehr gut. Das ist Audi. German company.
So do I go left at the roundabout and then as if I'm heading to Phoenix?
Yes, you go left at the roundabout and as if you're headed to Phoenix. I'm repeating because I'm sure everybody missed half that sentence. It's actually pretty tough dealing with this audio, especially because I'm not actually saying, we're not interviewing each other, so there isn't a direct question. It's just like whoever's holding the microphone, the other person could blurt at any time, and then you take the microphone across and you try and catch them, but you miss it. So yes, we turn left here. So we're headed to Beerwah Parade, and so we've done videos about Sooner Cafe and Phoenix Gym, and we've been in the pole dancing studio there and stuff. You'd go right to go there, but we're going left to get to the train station. This is Beerwah Parade, so yeah. That's Sooner Cafe. The day we went there, I was so impressed. Like, the food was excellent, the cafe's excellent.
Yeah, it really was. The treats were fresh. The lamington and the apple slice thing was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah, and it was fun doing that episode, playing the king on the strip poles and everything. That was fun. So this is the Beerwah Tavern just here. I would never go there in a million years unless I want to. Like, the guy that used to mow my lawn, he went there and he's actually now mentally disabled because 3 guys beat him up and one of them wrapped an iron bar around his head. So pubs aren't for me, man. They aren't for me. So here we are, Beerwah train station. I think you turn left to find a car parkie. And then hopefully the train will be coming soon. I know one way around it. Why don't we look at the timetable?
that would be good.
Find out a little info. Do you want me to give you the cam?
Yeah. Zach, thank you, good sir. Cool.
So we're going to look at the timetable and hopefully wait for a train. And then hopefully it'll be one of the new ones. Woohoo! That was fun, actually. I'm enjoying having a chat at the location. So, and it's cool to show people the back route and the front route down here to Beerwah. So, such a relaxed feel to the day today. Can you sort of, have you got that, it's sort of got a slow feel?
Yeah, I guess it felt a bit like when COVID first started, or whenever it's, well, I guess today is a public holiday, so yeah, I agree.
Sam concurs. So we're going up the ramp. Hoping we'll have a seat away from people, just in the shade, so we don't have sort of trouble trying to film this thing.
We're peace seekers.
Yes. No one heard that. We're peace seekers, he said. It's hard to get used to, isn't it?
Yeah, that's okay.
He said, yeah, that's okay. He already forgot. Yeah. Hello. Okay. So, do you know which one's the timetable? I don't really care whether we find one going to Gympie or Brisbane. So it does go past Nambour, or it goes to Gympie.
Yeah. Morayfield and Petrie.
So what time is it going to get here?
Well,
Is this the public holiday one?
Yeah, Sunday. What's the time now?
I don't know.
I think it's saying there'll be one
You think what?
at 4:48 and 4:53.
4:48 and 4:53. No, we're just going to find a clock. Crikey. Platform somewhere.
Yeah. Usually.
Oh, the whole thing's in the sun here. Ugh.
Is there any chairs down there?
No.
Crikey. Just can't catch a break.
Yeah, well, look, you know, I'm happy. I wanted to see the train, but I'm happy to abandon the video here because it is intensely hot.
Yeah.
I've got very fair skin. I get burnt very easily. That little short time in the sun at Landsborough would have been enough for me. Sometimes it's 5 minutes. So, yeah, let's call it. I mean, I feel like I can sort of... Oh, that's traffic. I was going to say I can hear it on the train line, but
I thought I could too.
yeah. But,
Thing is though, we could wait here for like 8 hours and a train not come, but Murphy's Law dictates that as soon as we sit down and put our belts on in the car, a train will come.
tough shit. Let's get out of here. It's too hot. Yeah. So, oh, so much different in the shade. We're in the shade now and it's cool already. But there was one sight that you don't get to see everywhere in the world there. There's a guy sitting there with an Australia Zoo uniform, so he's pretty much dressed exactly like Steve. And he, yeah, who'd work there, like he could do anything, I don't know. Maybe he manages the place, maybe he's the toilet cleaner. Maybe he cleans up the elephant poop. But whatever it is that he does, he is a Australia Zoo, couple of loud chicks. That's what they sound like. They saw us with the microphone and even upped the volume even more. That was nice of them. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
One of the new trains. Oh, no. Maybe you can catch it there.
Yeah, I got it.
Ah, it was just like Sam said, Murphy's Law. As soon as we left the platform, one of the new trains came past. Oh, crikey. As soon as it was... Oh. That's annoyed me so much I don't even know if I want to post this video. That's actually infuriated me, man.
That's the way it goes.
Oh. Why? That was like...
Torture.
Yeah. That's right, that's what happened. So, Richard loves trains. Another little video for that playlist. What a nightmare. That's just... What about that? How annoying was that?
Someone's having a laugh.
Glad you're all laughing. Do you want to turn it off?
I know the viewers will be too. Yeah, alright, let's say goodbye.
Over and out.